What's up, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pit Therapy Podcast with me, Trevor, and the return of Chris, our good buddy. What's up,
What
dude?
is up, everybody that's listening and watching and listening at the same time?
I mean, most people, it's actually interesting. YouTube has picked up quite a bit,
Yeah,
and so we're seeing a lot more like the actual videos getting views.
dude. They
I
want to
don't know
see
what
those
that
faces.
means.
They want to see those faces.
I mean, not much to look at over here, but
America's
this
Next Top
one,
Model.
this one, bro,
Yeah,
you're gonna drive the viewership. So,
exactly. Because they're gonna go, oh my gosh, that guy's wanted in Iowa or whatever. Yeah.
what were you doing in Iowa?
Like literally anything you can do in Iowa is more than what's being done in Iowa currently. So that's the
Fair.
thing. Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Well, dude, what's new in the world of music for you? Whether it's tours, whether it's new songs, like
Yeah.
what is catching your attention these days? We haven't talked. I mean, we've talked, but you haven't been on since we went out to Flyover Fest together.
It's true, huh?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Um, in the world of music, there's this new band I'm obsessed with, and they're called My Wife's an Angel, and they're a noise rock band that I
Okay.
got into because they announced their new album, and the new album name was so ridiculous that I was like, I have to listen to this. The new album's called Keep Honking, I'm Gonna Effing Kill Myself. And so I was like, I have to check this out. So I did, and it's just incredible. Just so wacky and so weird. There's a song, they only have like two albums. This is their third album that's coming out.
Okay.
Their second album, there's a song called Funny How That Works. And the song opens up with the vocalist just like talking and saying, does anyone ever think about killing their dad? And then the song starts. And it's like, it's just so ridiculous, man. But this like noise rock, I love noise rock in general, but they're killing it. And then I've been talking to them back and forth, and they're super nice to me. And so, yeah,
Nice.
super great band. And then, weirdly, not like a new band, but a band that's new to me. I don't know if you're like this. I don't believe you are, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes a band name will be so insane that I'll be like, I have to listen to this because the name is so stupid. Are you like that at all, or do you
I
like
mean,
avoid bands like that?
I don't avoid them.
Okay,
I'm not attracted to them per
okay,
se.
yeah, yeah,
I used to be, like, it was so ridiculous, like, you had to
yeah,
check it out, and I usually will, but listen, man, your taste in music is much broader
yeah.
than
Absolutely,
mine, especially
absolutely.
these days, which I feel like I've got a pretty broad taste in
You
music,
do, absolutely, dude. Yeah.
but, once you start getting into the fringe where you like to tread, I feel like
That's what I'm doing in
you
Iowa. I'm in the fringes of Iowa. Yeah.
you're in the fringe treading and the fringe.
Exactly.
Uh,
There's a mathcore band out of Glasgow I got into, and they're
okay.
called Wheelchair, 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 Wheelchair. And I was like, that's so stupid. I have to listen to it. And I just loved it so much. It was just so like intense and ridiculous. And they have really thick accents. And so it's like, imagine, like Dillinger Escape Plan type instrumentals with like flogging Molly kind of vocals. Yeah, dude, it's insane.
I mean, is it like screaming or is it like very
It's like
clearly
screaming,
you can hear
shouting.
the Irish?
It's like screaming, but it's like with an accent. So it's a little bit. It's like already hard to understand, and then you put it through that filter of that beautiful accent, and it is rough. Yeah,
Well, I might give that one a listen just to see
the
what
wheelchair,
that's
wheelchair,
like.
wheelchair, wheelchair. Exactly. Yeah.
So when you get into these bands,
Uh huh.
are they like trying to replicate the MySpace aesthetics? Are they doing that kind of stuff? Or are they just dressing like normal, but then doing these ridiculous things?
It's actually kind of down the middle. I've been surprised how many kids. For those listening, there's a whole style of MySpace music called white belt, which is
Okay.
where they would use white belts to like hold up their skinny jeans. That's why they got the name from it. So you have these super super crazy insane grind bands, and a lot of the kids now that are trying to replicate that same sound are genuinely dressing like it's the 2000s. It's like, and I'm kind of torn on that because I love it. I think it's awesome. That's also good for you. But I'm also like, what about that is appealing? Because even at the
Right.
time, I was not. I'm like, I'm an emo kid for sure. I was not that emo, and
Yeah.
so there's kids now that are buying like off of eBay old Asking Alexandria shirts that are too small, and then
Okay.
buying girl pants and studded belts in the year 2026 to just scream into a microphone at the top of their lungs. So it's very like, I don't know, man. I think they're either trying to replicate it to be cool, Or maybe they just think it's cool, you know?
Well, listen, there's always going to be someone who likes it, someone who wants to replicate. Have
Absolutely.
you have you been seeing this resurgence of rockabilly in Japan?
Absolutely, dude.
It is like
Japan's kind of crazy with stuff.
it is, but it's the dopest thing ever. Like
Yeah.
these old 60-year-old dudes who are just like out there and they're doing the twists and stuff, and then the occasional guy will like throw down like a split, and you're just like, whoa, all right then.
It's wild, dude.
But
Good for
no,
them.
there's something for everyone, right?
There is.
So,
Speaking of what music is getting your engine going these days?
dude, it's so hard to listen to music. I was telling you right before this, like my new job, like I basically take an hour at lunch to go to the gym. And I'll be honest, I've been absorbed by books and
Oh,
I've
good
been
for you,
listening
dude.
to audiobooks.
Good for you, man.
Well,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
you say that. It's like Brand Sanderson. Like I'm listening to fantasy. It's nothing like mind expanding. I'm just like
Yeah.
drooling in fantasy. So I've done a lot of that lately, but like Die Young, Kyle sent that to us today.
Yes. Song was
It's a
great.
great single. Trying to think, what are some other recent drops? I don't even know, man.
Um, my mind just went blank, dude. We talk about music literally all the time.
I
Uh,
know.
uh,
That's okay.
that's
Well,
okay.
we can bypass it this go
It'll
around.
happen at some point in the conversation.
What about tours? Have you seen anything that's been announced that has really caught your attention?
Yes, dude. In fact, let me look at my phone real fast. I just logged one today. Um, I don't like. I know for a fact you're not into them, but the band Kitty is coming to Salt Lake City, and I
Okay.
am stoked.
Who
For
are they
those
coming through
listening,
with?
great new metal band from the '90s that was all women. They're amazing. Uh, they're coming to town, and then also Tomahawks reuniting. Stoked on that. They're coming to town as well. Um, there's actually like I don't know about you. I feel like my concert schedules are getting a little bit crazy these days.
There's been a lot. There's been a
Yeah.
lot
Uh,
that's been announced.
Gargoyle and Primitive Rage just got announced for One Love, and that's gonna be way fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Both those bands are sick.
freaking love Gargoyle.
That and I mean I caught Primitive Rage back with Malt
Oh, that's
last year
so
or the year
cool.
before.
Yeah,
It was a great show. Like
yeah.
they're awesome.
I've never seen Primitive Rage, so I'm stoked.
Yeah. I mean, those guys were all out at Flyover,
That's right.
so got to watch them mosh a little bit.
Hmm.
But no, I'm excited for that one. I enjoy both those bands, and hopefully I can make it out to it.
Yeah.
On Wednesday is Ashizara,
Oh, that's right.
and that's
And
at
they're
One
playing
Love.
with somebody else, and then also like Forever War and
Yeah, Forever War is going to be on that. Let's see who it is.
it was Azara, and then gosh dang it, I just saw it today.
I can tell you, I've got it
Okay,
right
okay.
here. Unmoved, and then
Unmoved.
Misbegotten from
Yes, and
Utah.
Misbegotten. Yeah,
Yep.
it's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so we got some of that going on.
Yeah.
But the big announcement and what we're going to be talking about today, Sleeping Giant reuniting.
Yes.
Are you going to go to Sleeping Giant reuniting?
I mean, probably. Because, like, I love Sleeping Giant and I love Tommy. And so it's one of those, like, and I love Sleeping, so I'll just go. Like, I'm in this vibe. I don't know if you feel the same way, where I kind of give up on when bands say they're breaking up because I swear everyone's reuniting. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like Sleeping Giant reunited. Of course they did.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll have to see what happens. This is the
Yeah.
20 year, right? 20
Hmm.
years of the band. Tommy was pretty adamant when we were talking to him that he's like, I just don't know if I'm up for it anymore.
Yeah.
This gives him a reason to get up for something,
There you go.
but he's got Holy Name, he's got other stuff. I mean,
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Gregerson just put out a movie,
Yeah.
right?
Freaking crazy.
Well, like, I don't know how much it's like, yeah, we're gonna go Sleeping Giant and we're gonna go tour the world again, kind
Right.
of thing.
And it might
So,
just even be like, like 3 shows or whatever. Or just
well, I mean, it's only two announced currently, right?
oh,
It's just
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Friday and Saturday. So
It's crazy,
just
man.
out in Glass House. That's it in
Hmm.
Pomona. So, but it sparked a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing about reunion bands? And do we
What are
like
we
it?
doing?
Do we like it? Do we not like it? And when is it appropriate? Right?
Yeah.
So let's get your just initial thoughts before we actually like dive
Yeah.
into the question. Like
Okay.
what do you think? Let's take Sleeping Giants specifically.
Okay.
What do you think about this reunion for Sleeping Giant?
Maybe it's because we're old now, Trevor, but I don't feel like Sleeping Giant's been broken up for super long. So
2018?
like 20, what was it?
2018.
2018. So it's been eight
It's 8
years.
years.
Yeah.
That's
Which I mean,
a
like
decent amount of time.
on paper is actually like 8 years old. That's crazy that like that's been that long. But
Yeah.
you know, time hasn't been real since the pandemic. But I feel like Sleeping Giant is such a good example of like um there has been genuine people in holy name comment sections being like, this rules, it's no Sleeping Giant, or Sleeping Giant reunion when. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's bands like Sleeping Giant that have continual giant followings.
Yeah.
And some even get bigger after they break up. A lot of bands, their following gets much bigger because they're not together anymore.
Yeah.
I think Title Fight's a really good example of like a band that's exploded without being together anymore. So I
It's a
think
good
with
example.
reunions, I think there is genuine like desire for a lot of bands and a lot of fan bases that really want them to get back together. What about yourself? What are your initial thoughts on
So
reunion Sleeping Giant, for example?
it depends, right?
Okay.
Because like Sleeping Giant is a band that I loved growing up.
Yeah.
Only got to see a couple of times just because of like the time frame in which
Oh,
like
of
I was
course.
going
Yeah.
to shows and things along those lines. So I think I only caught them like maybe two, maybe three times, right? It was actually very limited. And as I've gotten older and as we've done the podcast and things along those lines, like I love Sleeping Giant. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
like this is a band specifically where I'm like, I want to see them again. I don't have to see them 12 times, but
Of course. Yeah.
I do want to see them again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And either remember those shows that I did see them at or like forge some new memories with these kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm cool with it and I'm cool with what they're doing. 2 nights, they're from SoCal, so I
Yeah.
do it in SoCal. You don't have to do it other places. Like put together a couple really solid lineups. Like I hope Impending Doom's with them. I hope No Innocent
Great.
Victim shows up.
That'd be great.
Like
Yeah.
there's a couple of like bands that I hope pop out. Um and yeah, I'm cool with it. Like it's just
Yeah.
gonna be a set full of guest vocals and stuff
Of
like
course.
that,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I'm here for it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Don't go do the festival circuit at this point.
No.
Do these two
Agree.
shows, but don't pop up on the festival circuit. If
Mm-mm.
it's like a European one, cool. Go do that. Like Europe deserves to see you guys again
Yeah.
if you guys
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to. But don't just go out to like New England Heavy Metal Fest
Or like the Download Fest. I swear, like
or to
every
download
metalcore band that reunites plays Download. Yeah.
or pop up on I mean, I don't think they would, but Warp Tour, you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
they
don't
totally
play
might. Yeah. Yeah.
don't pull up on the California Warp Tour date.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like make these 2 nights something special, something
Absolutely.
memorable, things like that. People are going to travel to see you. People are going to spend money to come see you.
Hmm.
Give them that experience.
Totally.
And I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I will be listen, they can do what they want, right? Obviously, make your money, do your things
Yeah.
like other people other than who can make it to California want to see you. So if you feel like you need to make yourself available to those people,
Yeah.
go do it. I prefer you do the 2 nights and call it good for a
Yeah.
while.
I feel like it's actually, pardon me. I feel like it's a huge trend right now, in the probably just like the past maybe 2 years, of these kind of bigger bands in the scene that reunite that say it's just a 2 night thing, or it's just a one weekend only, and then they start hitting the festival circuit, and then they're just like fully touring again. Uh, I remember the announcement when Let Live was getting back together was like, "Wow, guys, this is so cool. We're gonna play The Black is Beautiful all the way through at a couple shows. Okay, we're actually going to do a full tour," and now they're just joining tours as Let Live, and
Yeah.
it's like, so what was the point of those? Like,
Yeah.
well, I
They're
mean,
back.
maybe they figured out a dynamic, maybe they actually got along better than they remember they did, or Maybe they realize they can make more money than they did. But it does like kind of take away, like you said, the specialness or what was cool about the reunion, because now you're just like a band that's playing all the festivals again.
Well, and I think that like, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I
Okay,
think that you lose some of the appeal to those people who did take the time
totally,
to come and see you because of that.
totally, dude.
And so like again, Let Live, I was super bummed. I actually gave my Let Live ticket away when they were
Mm.
coming through Salt Lake. Like I planned on going to that show. I thought it was going to be awesome. It looked great. There was a
Yeah,
good
I
turnout for
wasn't
them.
there either. Yeah.
I'm curious at the second time through. Is there going to be the same turnout? Do people care? Are people there for Let Live a second time? Or are they there for whatever supporting act they're there
Yeah.
for?
Did
Kind
you
of
hear?
thing.
Did you see they're here on like a week from Wednesday?
Is that when it is? It's that
They're opening
soon?
for Hawthorne Heights like next week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, and that's Let Live with Hawthorne Heights.
It's the
Like,
weirdest combo.
it's not that weird to me anymore because I do think that there's enough of these tours that
Oh
are
yeah, yeah.
happening that are like
Agreed.
that. Like 4 Years Strong with the Devil Wears Prada. Like, I know you
Great
guys came
example.
up at the same time, but you guys weren't really.
Stylistically very different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have like I Promised the World on that show, and then
Hmm.
like it's a mashup. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's a mashup for scene kids, for all
Totally.
kids.
For seeing
Like,
kids of all ages. Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that's what Hawthorne Heights and Let Live is.
Yep.
Like back in the day, those bands would not have toured together.
No.
They could have been friends, they could have been homies, all that
Oh,
stuff. They
like
would
been on
not have.
Warped Tour together. Yeah, yeah. But like
Yeah,
probably not actively playing a tour together.
yeah. They're not going on tour together.
Yeah.
So
Which
like,
is funny because like since weirdly enough of the same subject, since reuniting Hawthorne Heights, that's all they do now is they get crazy mixed bills. Last year they were with Chiodos and Imur and the Callous Cowboys. And then it was also like Imur and Hawthorne Heights was the ultimate like, what are these two doing together? But yeah,
yeah,
same thing.
but
They could have been on these like similar circles.
that's
And
what
then
I'm
Hawthorne
saying
Heights is
though.
running with it now.
It's less about like style or like bands you're friends with and stuff like that. It's more
Yeah,
just like we're just going to acquiesce to anyone who grew up in 2007 to 2010.
literally, dude. Yeah,
And because I mean, most kids, like, if they didn't like Amir, they knew who Amir was,
of course. Oh yeah.
and vice versa.
And
Like,
vice versa.
so like it's one of those things. And then for them to bring out like the Dallas Cowboys or
They
look
could have brought out the Dallas Cowboys.
at that.
Look at that.
The Dallas Cowboys. It's one of those things where like, yeah, like we'll bring a new band, which kudos to them, right? Bring
Yeah,
someone else out. But that's also a band that's stylistically going to be very appealing to that group of people going to see
absolutely.
those shows,
Amen.
right? So the band that comes to mind that you said, where it's like, hey, we're gonna reunite, we're gonna do a couple things. Okay, we're gonna do the festival circuit. Okay, let's go and do a 10-day run or whatever.
Yeah.
Bane, right?
Oh,
The notorious, the
absolutely.
notorious quit and reunite band, Bane.
Absolutely. Dude,
So the
I knew people that
question,
like flew across country for that first Bane reunion.
yeah,
And now
now it's like, can they pull 100
yeah,
people to their show?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Now wait 20 minutes, they'll be near you enough. Yeah, dude.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy.
So it's like it's one of those things. Like, listen, everyone's got to pay their bills, and to be honest, like
Totally.
if Bane is in Salt Lake, I'll go see Bane in Salt Lake.
Yeah. Bane's
Sure,
fun. Yeah.
that's dope. Yeah, like
Yeah.
sick. Is it necessary? Am I dying for it? Nah, I'm not dying for it. But if I'm free on a Wednesday night and Bane's rolling through, yeah, I'll go see him. You know what
Totally.
I mean? One Love could support Bane for sure.
Oh,
And you're gonna pull roughly anywhere from probably
uh-huh.
150 to 300 kids. Maybe with the right support, maybe you could pack out like 400.
Yeah.
But
If that
150,
though. Yeah.
yeah, 150 to 300 is
Yeah.
probably where you're going to end up on a Bane show where when they reunited the first time,
Hmm.
they could have packed out 2,000 people.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, you've got to do it right.
Agreed. Did you see? I don't know if you were into this band actually. The Hellfest announcement for Hellfest in New Jersey. That's in what, June or July or whatever.
Okay.
The Old Wounds is reuniting for Hellfest. Were you into Old Wounds at all?
I was not, and I
I,
actually
I
don't
love that band.
know who they are.
So Old Wounds, imagine a vocalist that looks like Davey Havok, very like gender non-conforming kind of
Okay.
type vibe, but does prayer for cleansing vocals to like recon instrumentals. They're like a super aggressive hardcore band. And then in like 2015, I believe, they were just like, hey guys, it's not for us anymore. We're like not doing this anymore. And they've just gone quiet. So when Hellfest did their announcement, it was like, okay, we're getting, Vision Disorders coming. And then I think they said Elysia. Elysia is another one of these great band examples of like one reunion that people flew all over the country and now they're a fest
Yeah.
band. So, uh,
I'll
but like
actually
the
give
old wounds is
them.
part of the first
I'll,
announcement.
I'll
Yeah,
give. Is it? Do you call him Elysia? I thought it was just Elijah.
is it Elijah?
I
I've
don't know.
never seen that band live and heard them say this is how you say our name. So
I don't know. I've always
yeah,
referred to him as Elijah, and I've heard
Elijah.
them
There you
referred
go.
as Elijah. Whatever,
Yeah,
Elysia, Elijah, whatever.
that band. Yeah,
They've so far only played what, two
I
sets?
think 3 or 4. Yeah,
Is it up to that amount?
I think it's just, but it's. I don't think it's more than that. Like, I
It's
think
all
Hellfest might be their 4.
It's all California though, right?
Yep,
Okay.
because they're from there. Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
think so.
And
Yeah.
this was one thing that I was going to say,
Okay.
right? I'm cool with local bands coming back and playing for their scene.
Totally. Cherim.
100%.
Yeah,
And
great example.
if Cherim plays 12 more times, I'll go see Cherim
Great.
12 more
Yeah.
times. I'm cool with it. You don't have to go all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Like Elijah, go to one Hellfest in New Jersey, right? Because they just
Yep.
played Hellfest in Cali.
They did. Yep.
So if you're just doing the Hellfests, cool. If you start adding more than that, that's where then I start to be like, okay, so what's happening here?
Yeah.
Because then are we going to get an album announcement?
Right.
And then when you release the album, then are you going to tour again?
Right.
Like what is the end of this kind
Yeah.
of thing? And so like, yeah, I don't know. I'm Elijah, Elysia, whatever you want to call them. I think
Mhm.
that I'm so far okay with what they've done.
Yeah.
It hasn't rubbed me wrong yet.
Of course. I actually think that's a good segue into what I want to discuss as well. Is that first off, for everyone listening, there's nothing wrong with a band reuniting and like wanting to play tours again. That's fantastic. But I think there's so many bands we've seen that reunite in like a really lame way and either make garbage music continually or are such like a shell of what that band used to be. Um, my hot take is that Under Oath never needed to reunite. I can't stand anything Under Oath has done since they reunited.
I don't know if that's a hot take. I
Okay,
think
great.
that
Yeah, thank
the
you.
the tours, all of that kind of stuff, like that's pretty cool. Their
And
new
they're constantly
music's
touring. Yeah.
yeah, their new music's terrible.
Mhm.
Like I was stoked to catch them at Furnace Fest because I knew they were playing their Only Chasing
Of
Safety.
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I knew I was going to catch a couple of their most popular hits. But like example, they play all of their Only Chasing Safety, crowds going nuts. Then they're like, this is the best music we've ever written, and play a new song, and no one moves.
Oh yeah, it's statues. Yeah.
And then they play Define the Great Line, and the place goes
Oh yeah,
nuts.
dude. Exactly.
Like, you don't need to just keep doing stuff unless you're in it for the money.
Yeah.
And this is your job, and you have to put something out because
Totally.
someone paid you a bunch of money to put
Totally.
something out. But then you get Aaron Gillespie going on podcasts that are not even music related and talking about music related touring things. You know what I mean?
Those clips, it's like watching a delusional person talk because it's almost like, what are you talking about, Aaron? Where he's like, yeah, I had this one little side project that just like did it for fun. And the interviewer's like, are you
It's
talking about the Almost like an actively successful band? And Aaron's like, I mean, it wasn't to me, but yeah, that band. And it's like, what are you talking about, dude?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't even know the right way to say it, but like delusional is one way to say it. It's just so nonchalant and like
And what's
that
weird,
band,
yeah,
it was important for people, right? Like some
huge,
people loved the Almost. And just
huge.
because you no longer associate with it or you're no longer in that same headspace that you
Yeah.
were at the time, It's the exact same thing with Under Oath, with all of their earlier
Oh, the
music and
OG
the
stuff. Yeah.
Christianity stuff, and being like, we just don't want to be associated with that
Yeah.
anymore. Your fans still like it. Like,
Literally.
like this is what I said after Furnace Fest. Just give people fanfare. Who cares
Totally.
if you believe it? Who cares if you don't want to say it?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
freaking Spencer, get up there and yell, Jesus, I'm ready to come home. Just do it. Right? But like, just to
Totally, dude.
avoid it, like flat out avoid it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It was just kind of weird.
And
So
what's weird is the way the Under Oath specifically talks about it. It's like an elephant in the room that they're not willing to talk about, because they what's weird is since they've reunited, they refer to their Only Chasing Safety as their first album. And I sit there going, that is the weirdest thing in the world. You had three before you had their Only Chasing Safety. But to them, that was their first album now. Like, that was where they became Under Oath kind of thing. And it's like, you'd been a band for like a decade up until
yeah,
then. But it's the same thing. They just, in their minds, I think it makes them feel better that that's the era they want to refer to as, like, this is when we started and we've grown from there, as opposed to when they were super Christian, in those first three with Dallas.
right,
It's freaking crazy.
right, 100%. So what's okay? Another example that comes to my mind is Haste
Yeah,
the Day.
dude.
Can we just talk
Taste the
about
day.
again? You know what? Like, again, they put
Yeah.
out such good music.
Oh,
I
dude.
was so excited to actually see them at Furnace Fest again, and I was fairly let down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of their last, what, Burn? That
Oh,
was the last one. You know what
I
though?
think I've listened to that one once.
The album Coward though, I actually liked. I actually
Oh,
thought it
okay.
was okay.
Yeah.
Um, I liked having both vocalists,
Yes.
and I thought it was an interesting take on a reunion
Totally.
being like that. And then at the end of, or right before Furnace Fest, they're just like, yeah, we're not associated with Jimmy at all.
Yeah.
And they just like cut him out,
Uh-huh.
cut all of his contributions. Like, he's not part of it. He's no longer
Just
associated
crazy.
with it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But like, you guys take the time to go out of your way to build this album, Coward, and
Hmm.
then just
Oh, yeah.
he's
He's not
gone
part of it.
again.
He's not part of it. Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's weird. It's weird.
And they keep putting out new stuff too, and it's like same thing. There's nothing wrong with a band growing and changing, but they're almost a shadow of what that band used to be. Because for those who are older scene kids like Trevor and myself, Haste the Day used to be like the coolest band in the world.
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude.
Haste the Day was what the name that you drew on like your binder in school, and like it was like if you found people that liked Haste the Day, it was an instant friend. They're such a
There
cool band.
there was a 3 or 4 year period of the Haste the Day versus Scary Kids tour.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I looked forward to that show every single year
That's awesome.
for like the 3, 4 years in high school and stuff like that, right? I just
Yeah.
looked forward to Haste the Day versus Scary Kids. I didn't care
Oh,
who was
yeah.
with them. I didn't care what else. It was those two bands, and I was there for it.
Totally.
But this is like the perfect example. So Coward drops in 2015.
Okay.
They do a 10-year anniversary remix in
Yes.
24-25.
Yes, they did.
After you've again disassociated yourself from Jimmy, from the other
Mhm.
vocalist, you're still trying to capitalize on what you've done.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird. Like,
It is weird,
it
dude.
very much just like a marketing ploy,
Mhm. And I
right?
I honestly think this is the exact same description you just gave is what you can apply to Drop Dead Gorgeous, of, like, reuniting, "Oh my gosh, you guys, we're Drop Dead Gorgeous," and then they make some, like, the worst music you've ever heard is what's
Yeah.
coming out from that band now, and it is truly, I think they just were told, "Hey, the nostalgia for your band is so big right now, you can make tons of money playing shows again."
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I don't the music they create now just feels so, like, soulless and so, like, nobody cared. They just wanted to put out a metalcore song that sounds like Bad Omens or whatever.
Are they like touring and stuff though?
They're not doing full tours, but they are doing several fests. So they did, like, the first reunion show, which I actually had a ticket to. I was gonna go to Denver to go see the first
Yeah.
Drop Dead Gorgeous reunion, and then stuff happened, I couldn't go. Um, but then they've been actively like booking other shows. They've not done full tours. I don't, and they've hinted at a full tour. I just don't know if it's been booked or anything. But they're doing stuff, and I think they're playing one of the Warped Tours.
All right.
Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, I love Drop Dead Gorgeous.
yeah,
Like
same.
I thought that first album in Vogue was
Oh, it's
incredible,
flawless. Yeah, it's incredible.
insane. I love that album. I've got no interest to see Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Same. They could play the backyard, and I'd be like,
Yeah, I have zero interest.
yeah.
So we've talked about a lot of bands who have done it wrong.
Hmm.
What are some bands who have done it right in your opinion?
Ooh, I've made some lists of these. Uh, One that I love personally is Dr. Acula. When they
Okay.
reunited, it was OG members, which is a big deal because Dr. Acula had like 1,000 people in that band. So it's all the OG members. And then they just wanted to make a deathcore album again, which is cool because they understood they're not trying to make like Lorna Shore. They're not trying
Yeah.
to capitalize on the popular deathcore of the time. They just wanted to make an album again. And then it
Yeah.
got them into making music again, touring again, playing shows again. They're actually my homies now because of that. I was part of the rollout for that album, and it was super cool to um, be on the behind the scenes stuff of marketing it before it came out because they were just such the nicest guys. I still talk to several of them, and they same thing. It was just the intention was not money. The intent because they recognized their style of deathcore is too niche to make that much money. So
Right.
like but that's what I love about it is they understood. You know what? We're just like dads now that want to have fun again and want to like be silly and make crazy music again.
Yeah.
Um, but I love that. I love that they did that,
That last album is phenomenal.
and
Like,
it's
listen.
arguably their best album. Like it's
Oh
so
yeah, yeah.
good. Yeah.
Like, I was not the biggest Dr. Akio fan.
Oh, okay. I was
Like,
huge on Doc Dracula.
I grouped him in with Attila. Like, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is that goofy rap core
Stupid.
party.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I didn't really like them that much when they were first coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That last self-titled, phenomenal.
Oh, it's
It's
insane.
so good. I
Yeah.
would like I I'm actually disappointed I haven't seen them since they've dropped this album
Yeah.
because I'm actually a really big fan of it. So that is a good
Yeah.
one. That's
I
a good
have begged
example.
them to come this way, and they're like, literally the farthest we'll go is like Chicago. It was like great.
That's
Yeah,
a huge
super
bummer.
great band.
But okay, what else you got? Because listen, I
Yeah.
did not come well prepared for this.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I thought of a few, so I'm glad we're talking about
okay,
it. This is I don't know if you'll agree to this, but I really liked it. Get Scared reunited this last year, and I love Get Scared. Like for those who don't know, Get Scared was the most emo band that ever lived, and they're from Utah, and
yeah,
they made some music people loved and some music people hated. But they actually had a super messy breakup. Uh,
okay.
they had to self fund their last album, which is such a bad sign. Like I think they were signed to was it Fearless Records? They were on a huge record label for
They were
one
on a
minute
big
there,
one. Yeah.
and then they got kicked off because it wasn't selling very well. And then they had to crowdfund their last album, and it did not fully reach the fund. So they
Oh,
were just like, "All
really?
right, you guys can just have the music." And then the members all went in different directions. One of the I think it's the guitarist. He owns the bar Quarters in downtown, the arcade
Mhm.
bar. Um, super nice guys. And then just barely they're like, you know what? Let's play like one fest. And like weirdly it was fun to see how like dorky excited they all got that people just wanted to hear them because
Yeah.
they were not premiering new music. This was not like, hey guys, we're gonna put out a new album. They were like, we're just gonna play the old stuff because we know you guys like that. And the crowd was huge that they played to. It was like an incredibly successful appearance
Huh.
because I actually think that's another example of a band that has gotten bigger after they broke up. The
Sure.
TikTok kids, especially, have grouped on to Get Scared. Weirdly, a lot. Such a strange sentence to think, but like, uh,
It's
their
not
song
though.
"Sarcasm" got huge on TikTok.
It's not that weird to me just because that like they blew up on MySpace too.
They did. Oh yeah,
Like it was very much just like a re it just happened twice.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because I remember when Get Scared came out.
Hmm.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Get Scared. I'll
And
be
they were.
honest.
You guys got everyone listening. Get Scared were truly bizarre looking and
Yeah,
trying to be bizarre when they started out.
like they took it too far. Like you
They
had
took
the
it
bands like
very far.
Aiden, I Am Ghost, like all these
One
bands,
hundred
and
percent.
they took it down that realm there, right? Like
Oh yeah.
you're acting like you're painting your face white and
OG Black
then
Veil
the black,
Brides. Yeah.
and yeah, exactly. Like
Hmm.
it was all over the place. But so their guitarist was in day two.
Yeah.
The bass player who played with them, Matt Nanez, was in day two, and he jumped on the podcast with us. So, like, yeah, like I've interacted with them a little
Yeah.
bit here and there, kind of thing, especially Matt, and they're cool, good guys.
They're,
Like,
they've turned out to be quite normal people. Yeah.
yeah, like good for them. Like, if
Yeah.
they want to do just one show, just to shake off the rust,
Yeah.
so to speak, and just fill it again, I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
And
Like, I
that's
was,
why I think it's such a good example of like, oh, that's a reunion that like people there was a call for. It wasn't just random. I think we've all seen bands reunite where you go like, oh, I didn't even know they broke up, or like I didn't know people
yeah,
even still knew who that band was. Where I think there is, but like when there is a call for it and the band isn't necessarily looking to just do that for money or just like, hey, we just want to sound like what's popular now. They just did it for fun. And
yeah,
like, especially Nick, the singer, was really excited because he just hasn't done like anything like
yeah.
in music since. Yeah.
Well, that's dope. And going back to our local conversation,
Hmm.
like Day Two reunited a
Yeah.
couple years ago, and they played one show. I went to it. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was freaking awesome to be able to be like, yeah, I was able to mosh to Vlad. Like
Right.
that was something that I didn't do when I was younger,
Right.
and it was really cool to be able to catch just one set. That's all they
Oh
needed.
yeah. That's all I
Maybe they'll
needed.
do something here and there, but I'm cool with it. It's
Right.
great. Yeah.
Or like, I know it's never gonna happen, but like with the Sleeping Giant reunion, if Tommy reunited Death Star, I'd lose my mind. Do you ever listen to Death Star?
Oh yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah.
that's not gonna happen. But like, I love Death Star personally, so it'd be
I
great.
mean, I don't know the whole backstory, Tommy, but never say never,
Hey
right?
Tom, if you're
Like,
listening, there's at least one person that wants to hear Death Star again.
oh, there's more than one. I can guarantee you that.
See, thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
there would be quite the thirst for at
Hmm.
least one Death Star cover. Tommy, give us a Death Star cover when you can. Come
Dude,
on,
let's do
man.
it. Let's do it.
Just get it. So,
Are there any bands that you listen to that you would love to reunite someday, even just for one show? Like they're not looking to play new stuff; they just play one show. Is there any band that you'd love to just see reunite?
all right. So, who's at the top of your list in terms of like the obvious ones?
Man, I wrote down several because my brain was going crazy. Like, if you guys know me personally, it's I Wrestled a Bear Once would be my like
With the original vocalist,
original lineup
with Krista.
would blow my freaking mind. Which
All
they've
right.
hinted at, but like it's never gone more than hinted.
I am 100% down with that.
It'd be
And
just one show, they're playing the first two albums all the way through and the first EP, and I'd lose my mind.
if you do that, grab Plea for Purging and
Oh
play
my
with Plea.
gosh. Oh my
Like
gosh. Absolutely. I love a plea for purging.
number one, just like those two bands together, they had some of the best marketing comedy, like
Totally.
MySpace aesthetics,
Yeah.
like of that time period, right?
Yep.
Like I Wrestle the Bear ones had like this big brutish guitar player and like all this stuff, and yet they're like up there with fake saxophones and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have like Andy and Plea for Purging, where like he does booty shorts with Andy's face on the butt.
Yes, dude.
Like it was just a time period, and
It
like
was.
that is a show that I would love to see.
Oh,
Like when you
I'd
say I
fly
Wrestle
for
the Bear
that.
once,
Yeah.
Plea for Purging should be right there with you.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
I don't know if you guys are homies. I don't know if you like each other. I think it's worth it.
They
So
probably actually did like run in some similar circles. I wouldn't be surprised.
probably.
Mhm.
And I mean, one of my favorite things is still the show with I Wrestle a Bear once that got shut down here. And I was standing right next to Krista, and she goes, in Salt Lake every effing time. Like, apparently, it wasn't the first time.
Yeah,
I Wrestle a Bear once
I never
show.
saw I Wrestled a Bear Once. I always wanted to, and then I never did.
Well, I haven't either because the
Yeah,
show
because
got shut
it
down.
never
So,
happens.
yeah.
And then, not to be that guy, I really disliked what Courtney did to I Wrestled a Bear Once. I don't think it's entirely her fault, but just stylistically, that band changed so much that I only want to hear the Krista albums.
I'll be honest, like I actually stopped listening to them after the first two.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Tell you what, there's nothing to listen to. It's not that
yeah,
great. So,
yeah,
yeah.
I've got no
They got
interest.
very serious. It was very strange.
So okay, that's a good pick.
Um,
It has to be said, right?
okay.
There's two bands that would sell out within minutes,
Okay.
or Have Heart and Title Fight.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
right? They just topped the charts.
It would be crazy.
I don't know. Have Heart, absolutely. I would love to grab a ticket
Oh,
to that. I would love to go see Have Heart. Title fight? I don't know, man.
here's the
Like,
thing. Here's the thing. I see a lot of people on the internet say, "Oh my gosh, title fight! Please get back together." But they only want to hear Floral Green and Shed, and they forget that title fight basically became a shoegaze band before they broke up. And so I
yeah,
don't know if title fight's even gonna, if they got back together, if they would even play older stuff. Like that's the thing. Is like maybe, but like
I think if they got together, it would
I
be a
don't
fan.
know.
I think it'd be a fanfare thing.
Okay, okay.
Personally, like, I don't think they're getting back together to play anything
It's a
that.
hyper view.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just don't think they're going to do it. Like,
yeah,
they're just gonna play their other bands if
yeah.
they're going to do anything else like
Which
that.
is absolute truth. But
So
and if Title Fight even just did like a we're playing for 20 minutes, whatever venue that would sell out immediately.
yeah,
It's crazy.
100%.
Yeah,
The problem I have is Title Five has become what you said, a TikTok band,
they're a TikTok
and
band.
you're
Yeah,
going to have so many people there who don't understand hardcore, who don't understand the scene. When they get jumped on and kicked in the
oh yeah.
face, they're going to be the first ones in the TikTok thing to be like, why was there no safety? Why was
I
there
was
no
assaulted.
security guards? I was assaulted. Like, I just don't even know if it would be fun.
I don't think it would.
And it's just like, that's such a crappy thing to say,
The truth though,
but
like
I just don't think it would be fun. You know what
it's the
I
truth
mean?
because you have kids, not even Title Fight, like kids going to scowl shows now. That one of the opening bands has a mosh pit, and they're like, "This was like the scariest moment of my life,"
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, all right, yeah,
Yeah. So it's just like in that case, like, sure, would I like to see title fight in the right situation?
totally,
100%.
yeah,
Am I ever going to see title fight in the right situation again? Probably not.
yeah.
So,
Have
like,
Heart though,
yeah,
Have Heart would go off. That'd be so freaking fun.
Half Heart would go off.
Oh,
And I think that no matter what, that scene's always going to be correct for Half Heart. Like, I think
absolutely.
that those shows are always going to be what it should be for a
Hmm.
band like Half Heart. 100%.
That's so
So,
cool. And they did one off reunion. What like it was pre-pandemic, um, and it like sold out in minutes. And like it was so the video of it was just so crazy and wild. It looks so fun.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
So,
Another band I would love to see reunite, and this is maybe just because I'm a scene kid. I would love to see Sky Eats Airplane again. And I know that we as a society have moved on past the need for Sky Eats Airplane, but I haven't. I want Sky Eats Airplane back and Greeley Estates. Bring them both.
okay. So, Sky Eats Airplane,
Hmm.
I get it. Uh, they then went to Glass Cloud.
That's true, huh?
So,
Oh,
would
and
you like
Glass Cloud would be sick too.
would you like to see them almost like do a combined set
Can you imagine, dude? If
where it
they
was
did like
like
a yeah,
we'll play some Sky, we'll play some
and then they
Glass,
just like
like
turn around and they're playing Glass Cloud. Yeah,
like that could be pretty dope.
honestly,
I
that'd be
could
sick.
see that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the one band who has been playing some shows
Mm.
that I am dying to see again is Set Your Goals.
Set Your Goals is playing shows again. I haven't seen
Oh
that.
yeah. They've played a few
Dude.
shows, but they played some Warp Tour shows.
Okay.
And it's kind of again the wrong.
It's the wrong crowd, man, because the people going to Warp Tour now aren't the same people that went to Warp Tour back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I want Set Your Goals at Kilby Court.
Oh my gosh, please.
I want Set Your Goals at
Please.
Kilby Court. That
That's
is
where they
what I want.
belong. Yeah.
Freaking seeing Madball come and play Kilby and how packed and
Crazy.
how
Yeah.
fun that show was, I
Hmm.
could only imagine. And I hope that they would get the turnout that they deserve.
Oh,
I don't know if they would,
absolutely.
but I hope that they
Maybe
would.
people here love Set Your Goals.
I know it's a little bit the
Also,
wrong
just such a
style
great
that's
band.
just
Set Your
happening
Goals
right now.
ruled.
Yeah, I love them,
Yeah.
and I want to see them again. Uh, it's just everything about them. Mutiny is one of
Oh
the
my gosh.
greatest pop punk albums of all
Perfect
time.
album.
Yeah,
Imagine how many bands exist that people love now that started because of like Mutiny. Do you know what I mean? Like
yep,
it's crazy. I
yep.
love Set Your Goals. Great band.
All right, my one that's going to be a deeper cut.
Okay.
Uh, that I don't know how well it would go over. I don't know if anyone cares to see them, but
Okay.
they're in the vein of Elijah, is Suffocate
Oh my
with a
gosh.
K,
With Suffocate with a K, dude.
playing Oakland.
Please.
That album, Ricky Hoover, man,
Oh,
his vocals, his look, the aggression, like the
so good.
time right after like you get all like the Suicide Silence, you get the first
Uh-huh.
wave of deathcore, and you get the new kids coming up like three,
Mm-hmm.
4 years later who just are ready to kill people.
Dude.
Dude,
I love
absolutely.
Suffocate.
Suffocate is the band that I would kill to see. I would
Right.
love to see Suffocate do a reunion set.
Right. His current band is fine. They're called
Oh, Sulfur.
they're okay. I just can't get in because same thing is just trying to. It's they're doing the whole blackened deathcore thing like Lorna Shore does. But
Yeah.
like when I went and saw them a couple years ago, and it was mind blowing. Like that's the guy who used to be in Suffocate because Suffocate was the coolest band in the world. Yeah.
Dude, and Ricky was like, he was a little
Oh,
skinny back in the day.
he
Dude
was a
is
he was a
jacked now.
he's scary big now.
Yeah.
Intimidating as all get out. Even though he's just standing there. It like his same thing. Ricky Hoover, for those who don't know, back in the day, he was the classic like internet
Phil
meme of a deathcore
Bozeman.
kid, where he was like 100 pounds still with just giant gauges. Yeah, dude, good times.
Absolutely would love that one. That is a band that I would love to
That'd be way
see.
fun.
And it's one of those things where there's going to be like a small group who gets it. You
Totally,
know what I mean?
totally.
And that's what makes it cool. And that's why I'm saying it's kind of like Elijah, because
Yeah.
for everyone who knows or doesn't know, Elijah has lyrics that are not
Did
politically
not age well.
correct,
Yeah,
not PC.
no.
And it's kind of, I don't know if Suffocate has those same kind of lyrics, but it's the same kind of
Yeah,
like
good question.
the people just accept who the band is kind of thing
Hmm.
and just go with it.
Oh, yeah,
And
because
so,
Elijah's not changing that. They keep saying it every all these shows.
oh yeah,
Everyone goes and grabs the mic during that one part. So yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah,
And listen, man, be you.
yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily like, I don't condone all that, but also like I respect it. I respect you getting up there and giving the fan service that they want, because
Absolutely, dude.
freaking Spencer Chamberlain's not saying, Jesus, I'm ready to come home. So you might as
Seriously.
well drop that line
Seriously.
in the Elijah song. Like, I'm down with it. Like,
Crazy.
listen, it's just like, I don't have to. And I don't even know if they think about it or believe it or whatever anymore,
Yeah,
kind of thing. But
I don't either.
it is
But
what it is.
they know that meant something to people. That's why they toss
as
that mic out.
weird as it
It's
is,
a weird
yeah.
thing to mean to people, but yeah, the people grab that mic during that one part and it goes crazy. So
But I mean, like, listen, the example of something that was like crazy that shouldn't be said, but actually meant something to me. And it was just because it was like what I showed people when I was like, okay, like I've showed you post hardcore, I've showed you some hardcore.
yeah,
Let me show you what really happens is Suicide Silence, seconds from the end. What's it gonna be? Pull the trigger, bitch.
dude.
Like that was
Yes,
always the
dude.
line that
Yeah,
I went to. And I was like, I just like it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
I just like it, even
I
though
just like it.
it's such a an aggressive, nasty thing to say, but
Yeah,
it just like it hits. So,
I miss when they used
anyways,
to make shirts that said "Pull the trigger, bitch" on the back of it.
yeah,
That was
right,
classic.
right.
Bring those back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was my deep cut.
Okay.
Give me one more.
One deep cut that same thing. Maybe nobody even remembers this band. Broadway, the
I remember
post-hardcore
Broadway.
band. They came out so strong. They started off so good. They were so talented and so fun. I think their first album's literally perfect, and then they fizzled into nothing. And I think just time has forgotten Broadway because that style's been dead. It's like for those who don't know, it's like the Sky Eats Airplanes type of post-hardcore. It's very very high vocals, a few chugs here and there. But yeah, we as a people moved on from Broadway, and that kills me because I just think that band was so good. And so if
I
Broadway could come back, and I legitimately think like with the certain post-hardcore styles kind of in that renaissance of we liked MySpace stuff, I think Broadway could come back and do like great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally liked Broadway. I thought that they were great. I drove up to Idaho to catch Broadway
Oh, heck yeah.
with Of Mice and Men,
That's
and
right. I saw that show here.
what was that? It
We Came
was
as Romans and Icy
we
Stars.
and Icy Stars. Yep,
Yeah.
we drove up there and we drove home same night. I got pulled over because driving from Pocatello to
Yes.
Logan, there was just stretches of nothingness. It's like
So
2 in the morning.
you're just hitting the
Bro, I was in my little Ford Escort with Josh. We are going literally as fast as this car could
that
take us.
is crazy.
90, 95
Yeah.
top speed, right?
Yeah.
And every time I'd see brake lights in the distance, I'd slow down to like 75, 80, and I'd go past
To the
people.
speed limit. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. We get about half an hour from home,
Uh-huh.
40 minutes from home. And I'm like, it's late. Screw this. There's lights in the distance. And I just say, screw it. And I'm just cooking. And we get closer. And all of a sudden, you can see it's a cop.
Dude.
And my stupid ass mind
Dude.
goes, maybe if I get behind him, he won't pull me over.
Because yeah, they can't do that legally. They can't pull you over there if you're behind them.
So I hit the brakes. I go behind him. And he pulled me over, stopping in front of me.
Oh,
He flipped his lights on and just slowed down on the freeway and then
oh,
slowly got over.
dang. Yeah,
And he literally just came up to the car and he was just laughing. He's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "We were at a concert. It's
yeah,
late. I'm just trying to get home. I'm sorry. There was no one on the road.
yeah.
Still got a ticket. But, you
Dude,
know,
you live and you learn,
gave,
and what a great
gave me
story
a
that
good
came with
story."
it. Yeah, yeah. Seriously, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah. No, so good time, man.
Yeah.
Good time. So yeah,
I love Broadway though. If they could come back and just play that first album, I'd go. I'd like. It could be in New York and be like, I'd find a way to get there. I love that band.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, before we go now, and I
Okay.
know this is off topic,
Okay.
what about just anniversary shows for albums?
Ooh.
What's your opinion on this? So when we hit 15 years, 20 years
Hmm.
of A Day to Remember for those who have heart, when
Yeah.
we hit Stickily Attack Attack
Yes.
albums and stuff like that,
Yeah.
do you want to see it, or are you at this point just like, there's too many of them, I don't really care?
There really is a lot of them. I must emphasize that. I feel like there's an anniversary show every year for certain bands.
Yeah,
Silverstein, love you. You do an anniversary show every other year.
yeah.
Um, Same with Oxburn's Red. I think it depends on the band and depends on the album. For example, Silverstein, I went to when they played all of Discovering the Waterfront. That was
Mhm.
super freaking fun. But then they played all of the one with the buffalo on it, and I was like, I don't have to stay for this. Like,
Okay.
it depends on the album. I do think it needs to be more picky and choosy than they currently make it. Like several of the bands, it's just every album they did. This is the anniversary of it. And it's
Sure.
like, do you think every album you made is worth playing all the way through or even good enough to play all the way through? Um and I also, a little side note to that, I do think I've been to several of these anniversary shows and they can be really fun. But like I went to the one where We Came as Romans did To Plant a Seed, and also it was just right after Kyle from We Came as Romans has passed
Yeah.
away, and they didn't play it in order, and that was very strange. They would just play select songs and then play a new song, and then another couple random. So eventually they played the
Mm.
whole record all the way through, but it wasn't all one playthrough. It wasn't in order, and it was just sort of like, we're just going to play what songs we feel like. I thought that was very strange. It was
Okay.
bizarre to watch it. But what are your opinions of these anniversary shows and for albums specifically?
I agree with you. There's too many of them.
Hmm.
Uh, there are select albums at this point that I would care to see. Like,
Yeah.
I was stoked to go catch Let It Unfold You since this fell.
Okay. Great example. Yeah. Of
Absolutely
like their
stoked.
best album. Yeah.
Yeah. That album to me is, well, number one, it was hugely influential to me as a
Totally.
14-year-old kid who was starting to get into this music. Um, and understanding screaming, understanding edgy lyrics, things
Totally.
like that. Like,
Yeah.
Let It Unfold You, it's like a top 5 album for me. Like, I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Um, AFI doing Sing the Sorrow and just doing like a one night event,
They did that
that's
one night.
cool.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was cool. There are minimal albums I actually care to go to the 20-year show of, or
Hmm.
10, whatever the
Whatever.
anniversary is.
15. Yeah.
I have to still be a pretty big fan of the band to see
Yeah.
it. Like, as much as like A Day to Remember is the perfect example for me.
Hmm.
Hugely influential.
Totally.
Like, they were the kings.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd go see For Those Who Have Heart. I don't even know if I'd go see Homesick, which is
Yeah.
arguably their best album,
Yeah.
right? And then after that, like Common Courtesy, like you'd
I like
have to
Sticks and
sell
Stones
me.
or whatever
Yeah.
is the from
I,
What Separates Me from You. Yeah.
I do too. Yeah, yeah. Like
Hmm.
there's songs I like and there's albums
Hmm.
that I like. You would have to have a damn good lineup for me to actually
Agreed.
pay the $75 or whatever A Day to Remember is going to
Agreed.
pay
Yeah.
to play those albums.
Yep.
So my question though is, what is one album that you want to see an anniversary show for?
Oh
And
my
I want
gosh.
it to be, give me an album that
Like they haven't done it for yet.
not necessarily that they could
Oh,
have done
okay.
it for it,
Okay.
but an album that most people are like, no, that album sucked. Like, why are
Oh,
you,
okay. Okay.
why is this the album that you're picking from that band? Because
Yeah.
I've got one.
I'd love to hear your answer while I'm thinking of mine.
All right. Newfound Glory. I went, I caught the Sticks and
Okay.
Stones anniversary. The one I want to see is Not Without a Fight.
That is a crazy take. Yeah.
That is the album
That is a
that I
crazy
want to
take.
see
Yeah.
front to back. I love the Not Without a Fight album. It
Okay.
had just enough easy core in it. There
Yeah.
were some breakdowns, but
Yeah.
it still had the pop punkiness, but not necessarily the radio fill pop punk
Okay.
that Radio Surgery had just after it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Radio Surgery is humongous.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I didn't care for that album. I love Not Without a Fight. That is, if you give me a 20-year anniversary of that, I will go catch Not Without a Fight.
Dude. That'd be so sick.
Unfortunately, it was 5 years after Catalyst. They're just
Yeah.
gonna do
They're just
gonna
gonna do
do a
Catalyst
Catalyst, whether it's a
all the
15 or 20
time.
year or
Absolutely.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna get my wish. But
No.
that is the one album where I'm like, I'd like to see that.
Right. Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
My answer is if this band actually performed well live, but they no longer do. So let's imagine that they sound great live and I'd go to it. It would be Taking Back Sunday, and it would be for their album Where You Want to Be, which is the second album.
Okay.
Because the first album was Tell All Your Friends, which was giant for them. And
Yep.
then the third album was Louder Now, which had like Make Damn Sure and Liar on
Yep.
it. And Where You Want to Be is often forgot about, and it's my favorite one. And so I would love if they would just play that and ignore every other song. Because I love the first three Taking Back Sunday albums so
Yeah.
much. But I think that one has the best songs on it.
Oh, I
So
love that album.
I'd love to see that. And they never will. And they sound so bad now that like it's rough.
See, that's my problem. Is
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to see Taking Back Sunday.
I
at this
tried.
point.
They like in 2021 they did a tour with Jimmy Eat World, and
Yeah.
and tickets weren't very much money, so a few of my buddies went, and it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to say, but it for sure is not what it used to be.
The music's fine. The
Oh
music's
yeah,
cool. It sounds good, and their backup
Adam.
vocals are still
Yeah.
good and stuff. Adam just does way too much weird shit up on stage.
It's weird. Thank you. It's not just that he can't sing because he cannot anymore, but he does like weird vocal intonations and randomly talking during the song
Well, and then he'll be like screaming out, not even holding the
without
mic
the
up
mic.
to him,
Yeah,
and then like he'll like pull it in and out,
yeah,
and
dude.
like it's too much.
Yeah,
Like there's no reason for it. And
right.
here's the thing, your songs are not that hard.
They're not that hard.
Your vocal range is not that crazy.
You're
on
not
it.
freaking you're not an opera singer. You're not like some legend in scene music. Your songs are pretty easy.
Go
Yeah.
take a few vocal lessons, take care
Yes.
of yourself, and just put on a decent show.
Yeah.
Even if you Parker Cannon it and just stand
I'll
there.
just stand there. Do you know what's insane too is I saw Taking Back Sunday back in the day and I still didn't think he was good live. And he wasn't because he sounded bad. He was really drunk. It was like
Well,
it was
yeah,
hard to
that's fair.
watch. Yeah. So it's like I only have bad experiences seeing that band. But yeah, if they magically sounded live and could play Where You Want to Be, I'd pay whatever they wanted. I
Okay.
love that record. Yeah.
Okay. Give me an album where the band is actually acceptable.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Where like today
Yeah.
you would actually be like, oh, I want to see it. Because Take You Back Sunday, you're like, okay, I love that album. I want to see it. Do I want to see Adam?
Okay.
And
Good point.
it puts a seed of doubt
Good
in your
point.
mind.
Um, maybe this isn't the most like hot take, like not an album nobody want to listen to, but in terms of people at the time, I got made fun of a lot for that. Would be I Set My Friends on Fire, and it would be You Can't Spell Slaughter Without Laughter, because they've reunited recently, and the videos look great. The videos look so fun to go see them.
I would actually probably take you up on that one.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
I actually love that album.
Yeah, that album was like such a time capsule for what like 2010 was, 2009, and it was so ridiculous. And I love Ism Fav. They're one of my favorites. But
yes,
that like if they were like, hey guys, we're doing this one show in Pomona. We're just gonna play You Can't Spell Slaughter Without Laughter all the way through once. I would buy a ticket and then find out how I'm gonna get there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%. I'm
so
with
fun.
you on that. Actually, I actually love that album.
And they do that album, and then in my imagination, they also play Sex Ed Rocks, and then it's over.
There you go, and then it's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
Don't need anything else. So,
but no, man, they've done a few shows. They reunited a few years ago, before I think 2021, and they just do a one-off, and they do an occasional like they played
it wasn't
a show.
Both of them though, was it? I thought it was
so only after the first album. Was the first album's both of them, and then after that, the other guy quit, and they're still like friends. He just didn't want to be in a band anymore. He just thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
And
see, and that's the thing is like I would want them both to be there.
Agreed.
And both to be on board. Like I don't want to just go see a karaoke version of an album. Which that's another reason that like Newfound like sticks out in my head. Because it's like it's the band. Hopefully Chad can come play. Like, did you see the last for their album release show?
No,
because I know
he's been not so good, but
yeah, I mean they played a 200 cap room.
Wow,
it was
good for them.
It was dope. Go look at Pure Noise's like stuff. Like you'll see, it's pretty dope. And that's Chad awesome. He had to sit on a chair, but he played.
But he still played it. That's great, dude. Yeah. I love that. Good for him.
So.
Do you see kind of off topic, but see that Jimmy Eat World has been playing restaurants?
No, but that's pretty dope.
Jimmy Eat World has been playing random fast food places, and it's like a secret show, and they tell people locally. So it's like Jimmy Eat World playing Arby's.
Well, so I actually remember, didn't they put the thing out that they were like, "Hey, we'll come play your backyard"?
Yeah,
wasn't that Jimmy who did that?
They were All American Rejects, I think.
Oh, it was All American. You're right.
Literally, if you have a space, we'll play it. And then that kind of died too. They only did it a few times, and then
I'm sure that it became a logistical nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Like some person with like a tiny freaking backyard and there's 1,000 people out front to come see.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Like All American Rejects. So
telling all of your neighbors within a mile radius, like, hey, please do not call the cops.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure it just became a nightmare. So
right. Yeah.
Anyways.
Crazy, dude.
Well, dope. This was fun. This was
a fun one.
Interesting. Some good takes. So I don't know if there was any bad takes. Which I had some pretty bad takes, I think, on our last episode. So there we go.
So we'll save up our bad takes for next time. Yeah.
Next time.
Whole episode of bad takes. Yeah.
But I'm genuinely curious. Who are the bands that people want to see come back? What are the albums that you want to see? The one that I didn't say that I want to see again, but they're playing some shows, so I might get to is Defeater.
Like, yes, Defeater is playing a few shows.
They've played a few shows. Mm-hmm. So I think that might
never say never.
So, anyways, cool, man. Well, we will get you back, and maybe we'll meet out at Sleeping Giant.
Dude, we'll go to Pomona. We'll do it. And Death Star.
And Death Star. Come on, Tommy. You got this.
You got this, buddy.
All right, homie. Talk to you later.
Thanks, dude.
See ya.